So question 21 is a word problem. So we have Andy's lawn has twice as much area as Beth's lawn and 3 times as much as Carlos's lawn. So we know that Carlos's lawn mower cuts half as fast as Beth's mower and 1/3 as fast as Andy's mower. And we want to know if they all start to mow their lawns at the same time, who will finish first. So for this, you can kind of like, there's a lot of information given. So we need a good way to organize our information. So we can kind of like construct maybe a table, right? So you have Andy, you have Beth, and you have Carlos. And each of them has like, has a lawn of different size. So let's call this like the lawn area. And then each of their mowers cuts at a different rate. So let's say rate, right? So we can kind of like create this like nice table. So we know that like, let's call like, let's say we know that Andy, right? He has twice as much area as Beth's lawn and 3 times as much area as Carlos's lawn. So if I were to say that Andy had like, 6x amount of area, right? Just some arbitrary number. The reason I choose 6 is to make like the numbers nicer. You don't have to choose 6. You can just directly say x. But like if you do 6x, you can avoid fractions. So Andy's lawn has twice as much area as Beth's lawn. So that tells us that Beth's lawn has 3x amount of area. And we know that Andy's lawn has 3 times as much area as Carlos's lawn. So 6x is going to be 3 times 2x. So Carlos's lawn has 2x amount of area. And then we know that Carlos's lawn mower, his lawnmower cuts at half as fast as Beth's mower, 1/3 as fast as Andy's mower. So if I let R represent like the rate at which Carlos's lawnmower cuts grass, cuts grass on the lawn, then like we know that like Carlos's lawnmower cuts half as fast as Beth's mower. So Beth's mower cuts at a rate of 2R and 1/3 as fast as Andy's mower. So that tells us that Andy's mower cuts at a rate of 3R. So we want to know like, how much time will it take for each of them to finish? So I guess we can add another row in our table and we can see like time it takes to finish cutting. So to find the time it takes for them to finish cutting, we would just take the area, the amount of like how large the lawn is divided by how fast the lawn cuts. It's kind of like distance equals rate times time, except in this case we have area equals the rate of the mower times the time. So in this case, it'll take Andy 6x over 3R amount of time to cut the grass, to mow the lawn. So you get like 2 times x over R. And you would get, for Beth, you do 3 over 2 times x over R. And then for Carlos, you get 2 times x over R. So notice that they all have x over R in them, so we can kind of disregard them. We can just look at the coefficients 2, 3/2, and 2. And we see that Beth's coefficient 3/2 is smaller than the other 2 coefficients of 2. And that tells us that Beth will finish mowing the lawn before Andy and Carlos. So that tells us that like the answer would just be B, which is, yeah, the right answer. I think like the idea was to organize your way of, storing the information. So like you didn't really need a table, but like maybe with the table, it's a lot more organized and it's like it's a lot easier to see what goes with what. And we just like, use the information to find the area and the rate for each of the 3 people. And then using that, we found the time. And yeah, we just compared it like that.